Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're familiar with this background, you know that means one, I'm home, and two, we have a book haul. So when I got home, my mom actually took me to this Black-owned bookstore, and I was very excited. Very excited. So you know I was buying books. You know I spent money. Showed my support. But before I even start with the books I got, I was gonna start with some merch my mom got. Thanks, mama. But here's this little coffee mug, B&Co, New Orleans, Louisiana. And then she got me this bookmark. It says Baldwin and Co. Coffee and Bookstore, because they also have a little coffee station. I made a TikTok that I'll put on the screen so you can see a bit of what it looks like. It was really nice, small. They had a little courtyard area, so it's right when you walk in, there are a few tables, a little bit of books on display, and then it goes into the coffee section, merch, and then more books. They also have a podcast station in the back, a book Christmas tree, seating area, and then the outside patio. And then she also got me this shirt that I'm wearing. So B.Co., Baldwin and Company, and then New Orleans, Louisiana. So that's all the merch my mom got. Again, thanks mom. But they had other stuff like sweatshirts, but she got me a short sleeve so I could wear it now because it's extremely hot at home right now. Extremely. So now we're gonna get into the books. I got 7 books, which I'm very excited for. All of these are regular price. I'm still gonna tell y'all the price at the end and put the price on the screen as per usual, but I'm just telling y'all now everything I got is regular price. First, starting off, we have Queen Charlotte. I devoured the series. I'm ready for Bridgerton season 3. I need Violet and Edmund. Let's keep the stories coming. So I know I'm gonna enjoy this, but I heard the book has more detail than the show, so that's exciting. But also something I'm very excited for. This has the reversible desk jacket. So if I want to have the original cover, I can, or if I want the one that has the Netflix rendition, I can do that as well, which I like because sometimes I don't always like when books go to adaptations and then they put the people on there. Sometimes I don't like that. So depending on my mood, I can do whatever I want. Appreciate it. And then the book is just this baby blue color. And then this is the spine. But I'll read this if it has a description. I know what it's about, but in case y'all haven't read it, here we go. We are one crown, his weight is mine, and mine is his. In 1761, on a sunny day in September, a king and a queen met for the very first time. They are married within hours. Born a German princess, Charlotte of Mecklenburg-Strelitz was beautiful, headstrong, and fiercely intelligent, not precisely the attributes the British crown had been seeking and espoused for the young King George III. But her fire and independence were exactly what was needed because George had secrets with potential to shake the very foundation of the monarchy. Thrust into her new role as a royal, Charlotte must learn to navigate the intricate politics of the court, all while guarding her heart because she is falling in love with the king, even if he pushes her away. Above all, she must learn to rule and to understand that she has been given the power to remake society. She must fight for herself, for her husband, and for all her new subjects who look up to her for guidance and grace. For she will never be just Charlotte again. She must instead fulfill her destiny as queen. So, I already love it because I love the series. I love the Bridgerton universe. I will eventually read all of the Bridgerton books, but I saw this one. This was the first one I saw, and I wanted it. So that's why I have it. The pages on this one are 335 pages. All in all, though, I'm excited to read this one. I know how it's going to go down, but the book has more detail, and then some things might have been covered in the book that weren't shown in the show. So that'll be exciting. Moving on, most of these I actually got were hardcover, and most were romance. This one, Our Cricket Hearts by Melissa Albert. I've been wanting to read this for a while. It just kept getting pushed down. But I saw it and I grabbed it. They only had like 2 on the shelf. And then I saw like a TikTok about this the other day. So I was like, well, it was a sign. I look at everything as a sign. Oh, I forgot to tell you the price. Rewind. The price for this was $30. Okay. Now back to continuing with Our Cricket Hearts. Secrets, lies, super bad choices, witchcraft. The suburbs right now. 17-year-old Ivy Summers' break kicks off with an accident, a punishment, and a murder. A stranger whose appearance in the middle of the road in the middle of the night heralds a string of increasingly unsettling events as the days pass. Ivy grapples with eerie offerings, corroded memories, and a secret she's always known, that there are more to her mother than meets the eye. The city back then. Dana has always been perceptive, and the summer she turned 16, with the help of her best friend and an ambitious older girl, her gifts bloomed into a heady filling with the supernatural. As the trio's aspirations darken, they find themselves speeding toward a violent breaking point. Years after it began, Ivy and Dana's shared stories will come to a reckoning among a daughter, a mother, and the dark forces that they never should have messed with. So, when I was like hearing about this book, it was like secret society, magic, deception. Sounds good to me. I'm here for a good time. So it'll be exciting. I don't think I've read from anything from Melissa Albert before, but I've been wanting to read this book. Oh, and it's pretty short, 340 pages. So it looks like it'll be a quick read. Excited for that. Now, this is $18.99 for this one. Moving on. So Many Beginnings by Bethany C. Morrow. So this is part of the where it said it on here. The remix, if you can see. It's a Little Women remix. There's a whole series of these books actually that tell remixes of classics, and you can read them in any order. They're all written by a different author, but they're in the remix series, but like the group. So I had been meaning to read this one. I do also want to read like the original Little Women, but I saw this one and couldn't help myself and I grabbed it. So I'm excited for this. And I saw another remix retelling that recently came out that Kaylin Byron wrote, and I love her books, so I intend to get that one as well. So hopefully I really enjoy the remixes, and then, you know, like just continue on with the remix series. 1863. As the American Civil War rages on, the freed people's colony of Roanoke Island is blossoming, a haven for the recently emancipated. Black people have begun building a community of their own, a refuge from the shadow of the old life. It is where the March family has finally been able to safely put down roots for their 4 young daughters. Meg, a teacher who longs to find love and to start a family of her own. Jo, a writer whose words are too powerful to be contained. Beth, a talented seamstress searching for a higher purpose. Amy, a dancer eager to explore life outside her family's home. As the 4 March sisters come into their own independent young women, they will face first love, health struggles, heartbreak, and new horizons. But they will face it all together. I am very excited for this. I briefly know about like the original Little Women, and I'm assuming they're pretty similar except for I mean, like, I know the names are the same because I've heard the names before, but I'm assuming there's minor tweaks, and obviously the race changed because the original Little Women are white, so that's a change. So struggles will be different for one of those reasons. So I'm just wondering what else will be different. Again, this is my first remix that I'm reading, so I'm not sure, you know, how much has changed, how much is kept the same. But nonetheless, I'm excited, and I think the cover is so cute. And then look at this picture in the back. Love it. And I love Bethany Morrow. So this one has hold on. This one has 291 pages. And it's $17.99. Moving on. That Self-Same Metal by Brittany N. Williams. It's actually signed by the author. There we have it. And then they gave me a bookmark. This is what the bookmark looks like. It has a quote on it. Those who say it can't be done are usually interrupted by others doing it. And then on the back it has the building and just says like to order online and has their social medias and their address. So another bookmark, love that. But I never heard of this book before and saw it in the store. My mom also was looking at it too, so I decided to pick it up. It was also cool that it was signed by the author, but it sounded interesting and I was like, why not? Also, look at the edges. It's because how the pages are designed that they have these designs on the inside of the pages. So I thought that was cute too. That looked nice, but also the cover looks good. Look at it. And it's the start of a series, and I love a good series. All the world's a stage, and a new heroine is about to make her grand entrance. 16-year-old Joanne Sands creates and maintains the stage blades for William Shakespeare's acting company, The Kingsmen, using her magical ability to control metal, a power gifted to her by the Orisha Ogun. Joan and her family have always been aware of the Fae's presence within London society. Subtle, peaceful, and marked by a faint glow that only those blessed by the Orisha can see. When England's new king fails to uphold the pact between his realm and theirs, brutal attacks forewarn the approach of a malevolent presence. After Joan wounds a powerful Fae and saves the son of a cruel lord, she finds herself thrown into the middle of the approaching war between the human and the Fae worlds. Swashbuckling, romantic, and full of the sights and sounds of Shakespeare's London, that self-same metal delivers an unforgettable story and a heroine unlike any other. I think it's cool that it's gonna be the human world and the Fae world. If you don't know Fae are like fairies, mythical creatures, that type of jazz. And that she's gonna be the center of attention. Love that for her. And it's taking place in London, so it'll be interesting to see all of these elements combined, because as far as I know, I've never read anything with all the elements combined, like starring in London, human versus Fae world. She's working for Shakespeare's Kingsman play. Like, I think it's going to be interesting, and it looks like it's also going to be a quick read, and again, it's a series, so can do no wrong. And this is going to be my first time reading this author, so I am very excited. This book has 334 pages, and then like in the back it has like some information about different terminology that she used, because I briefly saw that. But this price for this book was $19.99. So that was my last hardcover. Now the last 3 books are all paperbacks. Love Her or Lose Her by Tessa. This is actually my 4th Tessa Bailey book, and I found out this is the second one in a trilogy. This is the 3rd one. The first one is probably shown somewhere, but yeah, it's part of a series, or that might be the first one. This one could be the first one. I don't know, but it's been said that you don't have to read them in any order. So I'm grateful for that because I bought this one and I want to read this one, and eventually I'll read the rest of the series as well. Hopefully this becomes a favorite. My favorite Tessa Bailey book is It Happened One Summer. Nothing has topped that one so far. I've read the Bellinger Sisters duology, and then book 1 in A Vine Mess, which book 2 actually comes out June 6th, I believe. So I would love to finish that series as well. But we're starting this trilogy with book 2, and it'll be great because I'm excited and I read the back and I really think this is something that I would like. So Rosie and Dominic Vega are the perfect couple. High school sweethearts, best friends, madly in love. Well, they used to be anyway. Now Rosie's lucky to get a caveman grunt from her ex-soldier every time he walks in the door. Dom is faithful and a great provider, but the man she fell in love with 10 years ago is nowhere to be found. When Rosie's girlfriends encourage her to demand more out of life and pursue her dream of opening a restaurant, she decides to demand more out of love too. 3 words: marriage boot camp. Never in a million years did Rosie believe her stoic, too manly to emote husband would actually agree to a relationship rehab with a weed-smoking hippie. Dom talking about feelings, sitting on pillows, communicating with nature, learning love languages? Nope. But to Rosie's surprise, he's all in, and it forces her to admit her own role in the cracked foundation. As the two complete one ridiculous yet surprisingly helpful assignment after another, their remodeled relationship gets stronger than ever, except just as they're getting back on track, Rosie discovers Dom has a secret, and it could demolish everything. Oh, way to hook, line, and sinker me in. This can be interesting. I'm excited for this. On the front it says this relationship needs a full renovation. This whole entire series revolves around like fixing things or whatever. That's why in all of the covers you'll see like some type of equipment. Like this has a ladder, this is a brick wall, and I forgot what's in the other cover. So that'll be exciting. Again, I've read Tessa Bailey before. I enjoy Tessa Bailey's writing, so I'm excited for this one. And the price for this one was $16.99. Oh, pages. 335. Moving on. Where We End and Begin. This is by Jane Igharo. I hope I said that right. But the cover is absolutely cute. I've never heard of the book before, but it was so cute. I spent most of my time in like fiction, fantasy, and the romance section. And I grabbed it, I read the back, it sounded interesting, and again, the cover's friggin' cute. So why not? Star-crossed lovers get a second chance at romance when they're reunited at a wedding. Denny hasn't seen her high school boyfriend Obinna since he left Nigeria to attend college in America. Before their devastating separation, they vowed to find their way back to each other one day. Now it's 12 years later and their vow is a thing of the past. Denny works as a geneticist in Seattle and is engaged to a man she doesn't love but whom her parents approve of. Her future is laid out for her and everything is going according to plan until she returns to Nigeria for a friend's wedding and runs into Obinna. The shy, awkward boy she loved as a teenager is now a sophisticated, confident man. Things have changed, but there's still an undeniable connection between them. As they rediscover each other, their days filled with desire and passion, Denny is reminded of the beautiful future she once planned with Obinna. But when secrets are revealed and the reckless actions of their past bring new challenges, she's left questioning everything, including whether the love that consumed her as a teenager is still worth holding on to. Love it. Like, I'm all in for a second chance romance. I'm here for it. I have read a number of second chance romances and they're all just chef's kiss. It's gonna get the job done every single time. So I'm very excited for this. And look at the pages. We have a good amount of pages to discover the drama, the deceit. Here for 352 pages. Yeah, no, very. I was like, I read the back. Snaps for it. High school sweethearts. Reconnecting. Yes. Yes. Give it to me. So this will be pretty good. A little bit of drama, obviously romance. On the back it says contemporary romance. So it'll be like a sweet read. Excited for this one. And this is also my first time reading this author. And the price for this was $17. All right, moving on to my last book of the book haul. If I Never Met You. And this is Mhairi McFarlane. I hope I said that right. But this was another one I found in the romance section that it was just like randomly there. My mom also like read the title of the book out, and then I grabbed it to kind of read what it was about. Yes, I'm here for it. It's kind of like a work romance rivalry, I think, thing going on. And possibly fake dating. So all of that sounds great. I'm here for it. I'm here for a good time. And this is also my first time hearing about this author, so I'm very excited for that again. And I love a good romance novel, so why not? When her partner of over a decade suddenly ends things, Lori is left reeling, and not only because they work at the same law firm and she has to see him every day. Her once perfect life is in shambles, and the thought of dating again in the age of Tinder is nothing short of horrifying. When news of her ex's pregnant girlfriend hits the office grapevine, Lori decides to take the humiliation lying down is not an option. Then, a chance encounter in a broken down elevator with an office playboy opens up a new possibility. Jamie Carter doesn't believe in love, but he needs a respectable, steady girlfriend to impress their bosses. Lori wants a hot new man to give the rumor mill something else to talk about. It's the perfect proposition. A romance played out on social media with strategically staged photographs and a specific end date in the mid. When the plan hatched, Lori and Jamie began to flaunt their new couple status to the astonishment and jealousy of their friends and colleagues. But there's a fine line between pretending to be in love and actually falling for your charming, handsome, fake boyfriend. So, work relationship and fake dating. Yes. And also on the back, it says, don't you forget all about me. So that's exciting. So hopefully I enjoy this one and then continue reading the author, because this sounds great. I love a good work relationship. Those are always good to read about and see how they go about things. But it sounds like this office that they work at is okay with coworkers dating. So I don't know, maybe that's just not a problem for them. But yeah, super excited to read this one and like have this introduction to this author. This book has 411 pages, and the price for this one is $15.99. So that was exciting. Yeah, those are all my books. That is my book haul from Baldwin & Co. So I'm gonna show them to y'all again and then close out the video. So, where we just left off, If I Never Met You by Mhairi McFarlane. Where We End and Begin by Jane Igharo. Love Her or Lose Her by Tessa Bailey. That Self-Same Metal by Brittany and Williams. So Many Beginnings by Bethany Morrow. Our Cricket Hearts by Melissa Albert. Going back to the beginning. Queen Charlotte by Quinn and Shonda Rhimes. So I hope you all enjoyed this video, and maybe if you're down here, you check out Baldwin & Co, buy these books. Yeah. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you would like to see more, please hit the subscribe button down below. Peace and blessings, my loves.